Okay, let's test this out. Let's check on YouTube. Are we live? Am I live? Let's check another browser here. Are we live? We are live. Hey there, it's David T. Fung. We're back for another DTP FSD Live Sessions. And tonight, we're going to do a work session. But most importantly, here we are. We're going to download FSD version 14.2.2.5. Take less than an hour here, but with version build 2025.45.10, we'll install now, and with the countdown there, we'll let it go. But I wanted to do this live session while the update goes. We'll do some Claude code, we'll do some auditing work here with some analysis and other various things here for our work session, but let that countdown go here. I'm excited for this build. The Tesla community showed first signs of it on this past Monday. Now it is a Wednesday. We got it 2 days after. So far, so good. Comments on X. Smooth transitions and drives. Feels very human-like. Covering all different aspects and edge cases. But we're going to personally test it out too. I'm going to do a live session where we just drive and do live commentary, live video, live in the moment. We're figuring out the camera setup. Here we go. It's counting down. Just wish it could just start right then and there. But we have a 2025 Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive here with AMD processor and the Tesla computer chips behind the glove compartment there. 35 seconds. Counting down. Let's share this link out. DTP FSD Live Session. Let's get it going. Here, the downloads. You just heard the doors lock there. Software updating. Build 2025 4510. And here we go. Let's put the camera back into the working position here as we send out these live session links here. But how are you doing tonight? Tonight was a beautiful day in Southern California, specifically Los Angeles. Was able to hang out with my brother, do some range time, but most importantly, create memories. I think as we move on into life, different moments, different situations of life, we feel like there are 365 days a year. But if you look at that perspective of that you only celebrate your birthday once a day per year, then with your loved ones, it's one day per year. Then you have your annual gatherings here, maybe your high school reunion or college reunion that maybe happens every 10, 20, 30 years or so. Then you continue on. You just got to look at those moments of how do you create moments within 365 days? Because there may be 5 or 6 days of work you do. I don't turn off in terms of work boundaries and understanding what day is on, which is off. The work has to be done. As Kobe Bryant once said, job's not finished. but you have to be intentional in creating those moments, even if it's scheduling in your calendar or just being intentional about an event. But especially with family, you got to spend time to create those moments, to leave space for things to happen as well. Serendipity, I enjoy that as well. But being intentional, creating a time blocked event activity where you do together, create memories. Most importantly, capturing those moments. We're in this day and age where we could easily capture things, but enough of that. Let's do some additional sign-ins here and get things going. Let's sign into the chat to see who else is out there. A workout in the future of copyright free music. I was planning on creating a Suno track for this live session too, off the hand here, but we'll see where we go tonight with this update. It should take about less than 45 minutes. But drop it in the chat of what should we vibe create for this music session. Check. We need check how our Claude code session is going here, but first let's verify this. Two-factor authentication, life-saving. Three-factor authentication is necessary. Here we go, live in the chat. What we could do is play one of the hyperlapses of our previous DTP FSD moments here as we go through. Let's find that moment. Saw that clip of the wave. Oh, that is not supposed to be part of that playlist. We gotta clean that up. Let's check on that Claude code working session. Still in action phase. Creating a branch now for this committed project, but I won't talk much about the project because this is a demo for a feature in X that I'm really excited about. I'm going to personally share it to Nikita Bear, head of product for X. I'm just thinking about what's the future like of using X with agents, especially with XAI and X all together, and the future of the cosmos. How will you navigate the world? You won't just be looking at earthly timelines, but you also be traveling through the universe through various things. Send this live link to a couple more people. Ooh, that guitar riff. Ooh, let's go. Thank you so much for joining. How's the audio going? I'm currently doing a software update right now with the latest build from Tesla, which includes FSD version 14.2.2.5. But yes, the intent is to do live stream sessions, DTP FSD live sessions with the car driving in a commute, whether picking up a friend and going through the city. That's the intent. Thanks for asking. Let me know how the audio and music is coming through. Yeah, with FSD, we'll need to punch into a destination where the car could drive to. But yeah, that's intense. We could play a long Tetris maze game of driving throughout Los Angeles by just pinning a bunch of locations to our final destination. Thanks for the audio feedback. SDR, abundance baby. Thanks for joining the chat. I'll talk about it more in the build, but let's see if we could see it on our phone with the build notes. Okay, we have the release notes here. Okay, with build 2025.45.10, we're gonna get a bit nerdy here with FSD supervised version 14.2.2.5. There's an upgraded neural network vision encoder, basically for all the cameras around. We know that recently, 2 weeks ago, Tesla reintroduced the Dojo team in terms of the neural networks. It was axed a couple of years ago, but now with sufficient computing, neural networks, and energy, which is the bottleneck for all this compute in the data centers, Dojo architecture is coming back with these neural networks because Tesla has a problem with gathering a lot of high quality data. Vision alone doesn't give you the best types of data sets, so you need to train from multiple buckets. There are certain Teslas that do pre-runs, even the ones that are supervised right now with the driver. They'll have LiDAR and radar on top of the cars alongside of the camera just to do the main routes. Waymo does the same thing with their cars before they release a major fleet. But that valuable high-level information will be necessary. But it's also expanding the neural network to gather all the data necessary from everyday drivers as well. The next feature is adding arrival options to be more extensive. We know we have the parking lot, the street, the curbside, but fine-tuning those details, even some friends have parked in the garage as well. Better handling for yielding for emergency vehicles like first responders, firefighters, and patrol units out there. Improvement on added navigation and routing that is vision based, so better connections with the GPS and FSD routing there. Looks like the rest of the notes have similar to the previous builds in terms of speed profile. There's the extreme Mad Max, the hurry mode, the standard mode, which I'm mainly in most of the time. Then there's the slow and the sloth version. I'm not a fan of the sloth version at all. I honestly don't feel any difference between that. And it adds in the notes for the release notes that there are upcoming improvements for overall and sentiments. That means the car is going to be more sentient in making the decisions and learning from situations. For instance, where my apartment is, it's a manual gate. I have to teach it every time that, hey, stop in front of this gate and drive through. So we'll see overall qualities there. But most importantly, improvement in the parking spot and quality of selection. I still find FSD having trouble in certain situations with parking alignments and getting straight in the line. There are certain corners where FSD is always trying to create a clear tolerance from the wall to the car, and it suddenly just parks in an angle, which is not ideal. It looks like we're more than halfway here. I'll take the camera to show the screen here. Try our best to get it into focus here. You can see more than halfway through. That's another 25 minutes. Let's check our Claude code real quick at how it's processing. We're having multiple tabs and workflows here going back and forth. I hope you're enjoying the music of the DTP hyperlapses. I'll also link the Tesla release notes, the latest update. A lot of dedicated fans out there putting release notes. Looks like we are at the 60% mark for the update. Giving some early 2000s trance vibes with this track here. I am at this moment just prompting in Claude Cowork on the Mac. If you haven't started with Claude Cowork, highly recommend it. Happy to help to share what's going on with the workflows here. That's jam. That's beat drop. Oop, looks like lights have turned off. How are we looking at them dark? Let's get the lights on a bit. Uh-oh. Looks like the update of electronic control units driving and charging disable the lights at this moment here. So find an alternative light source here. Our phone. How is that movement of this spotlight here? Find a better angle for this lighting. There we go. It's almost like camp vibes with this lighting here. I have camped in my Tesla Model 3 in Sacramento for a trip. That was really fun. That was in front of our friend Lee Bob's house, the tree. We drove all the way to Sacramento for Amanda Lopez's art exhibition in Guadalupe, Sacktown. It was so awesome. It was the second time seeing her show. And Sacramento vibes was very fall. There was like leaves in December. Really beautiful moment. Just to support your friends, support art, support energy, support abundance and goodness. There we have it. Lights back on. We need for the iPhone flashlight.
It also sounds crazy to tell someone you're working for Friends with Benefits. Like, that's a crazy thing to say.
Hey, that's Yuri's voice.
Or,
How did that get in there? Let's go. Yuri, I miss you. Hope all's well. Big vibes. Your wondrous sounds of FSD battery action electronics. That's the motor sound back there, so you can hear there. Throughout the update, there are various different sounds and moments. It's almost like you do an ASMR of the update of Tesla. Ooh, I love this track. It's great time on Suno. It's grading as well. Oh, it looks like we're at that, close to that 100% mark with the latest FSD version build 14.2.2.5. This is the second run at a DTP FSD Live Sessions here. This one specifically a work session with DTP hyperlapse music playing here. And we got the Tesla logo going on here. Let's see. I always get so excited about these updates here. Oh, the logo is gone. Let's see what's gonna pop up. Is it gonna be the final screen for FSD version 14.2.2.5? Nope, one more Tesla logo. Excited for this moment. Love release notes. Looks like on our phone it's still at the 60% mark, but the progress bar, we're all the way here, so lights are going back on. Something is happening. I've never stayed this long for a software update, so I usually just pop in the car the next day and a bunch of release notes just pop up. Just anticipation and excitement. We're at the 41-minute, 48-second mark into this live session and update here. We'll put the camera back for the moment here until we see the screen change with release notes. Continue our session here. Let's check into our Claude co-work and Claude code sessions here. We're doing some research, analysis, and presentations. There you heard it. The sound of the windows, the lock sound. There we have it. We're back to the navigation screen. God, I'm just so grateful for this moment and day. There we have it. Release notes haven't popped up yet, but let's just make a confirmation that we are on FSD version 14.2.2.5. There we are. There we go. With the software build 2025.45.10. We got the release notes here and the manual here confirming the update here. I'm excited for the day that Grok with navigation commands beta goes out. I've been trying it lately where it hasn't given me it hasn't punched in the directions based on the Grok commands. Long hard press here. Hey Grok, you're on a live stream right now on a DTP FSD session. We just finished an update and build for version 14.2.2.5. How do you feel?
Oh man, that update feels like a shot of espresso. Smoother, snappier, and way more confident on those twisty LA streets. The new Emid Max profile? It's got me itching for some high-speed lane dancing. How's it handling for you in this session? Spill the deets.
Haven't started yet, but I'm gonna drive tomorrow and record that. It's the Mad Max mode that you're talking about, not the M Max. I'm excited to try it out with you. Are we gonna have Grok navigation work this time? Is it still in beta? Because it hasn't worked the last 2 times I used it.
Haha, fingers crossed this time. Turns out with 14.2.2.5, Grok Nav's out of beta and actually integrated for commands. like rerouting or traffic checks. Set my personality to assistant in settings, and let's test it. Hey Grok, find the quickest way to in and out. Your turn. What route we plotting?
Let's do that. Find the quickest way to in and out. That actually sounds great right now.
Navigating?
Continue.
Yeah, just 3 miles away on Harvey Drive in Glendale. 11 minutes. Double with animal style?
I don't just do animal style. I do a 3x2. 3 patties, 2 cheeses, extra lettuce, extra tomatoes, extra
Whoa,
grilled
a
onions.
3x2 with 5 extras? You're a legend. That's gonna hit the spot tonight. Enjoy the drive.
Indeed, it's gonna hit the spot. Let's go. It worked. So awesome. Did you know there's Tesla superchargers at the In-N-Out too? You got to talk about that as well. You got to look at my battery percentage and suggest, hey, should I charge as well? Add that feature.
Perfect. There's a Tesla supercharger right next door at 300 Harvey Drive in Glendale, open 24/7. With 40% battery and 134 miles range left, you'll arrive with 38%. No need to charge unless you're staying a bit.
Whoa, that was accurate. You read the battery. Now it's 133 miles. What happened? You took a mile away with that prompt?
Haha, yeah, it dropped 1 mile. Probably just a tiny real-time adjustment from driving or temp. Still solid at 40% and plenty left.
Okay. Can you tell me how many stalls are available at that supercharger? Do you know? What's the current rate right now?
So, 16 stalls total, up to 250 kilowatts, available 24/7. No live occupancy data right now. Check the Tesla app when you arrive for real-time spots and current rates.
Let's see. Does it say on here?
What's up? Need a detour or something else?
No, that's good for tonight. What other funky hidden features there are in the FSD version 14.2.2.5 I should look out for?
FSD has chill speed profiles, like Sloth or Mad Max for fun drives. Plus, it can park itself or pull curbside at destinations. Try Mars mode. Easter egg. Hold the Mars globe icon for a trippy nav map on another planet.
Now I'm good. I want to know the new things. What have I not seen before since the last build? Since version 14.2.
Check the 2026.2.3 update. New hidden FSD trip weights. In service mode for hardware 3. Better matrix headlights. And auto battery recalibration. Also, FSD version 14.1 has undocumented tweaks like smoother city street handling that Tesla didn't list. Super fresh stuff.
Are you able to read my autopilot self-driving stats since self-driving version 14.2?
No, I can't access your personal autopilot or FSD stats like miles driven on version 14.2. That's private on your car's screen, under Controls, Autopilot. You're on the latest FSD supervised version 14.2.2.4 though.
No, I'm on version 14.2.2.5.
No tool lets me pull your personal stats, but on 14.2.2.5, tap Controls, Autopilot, and scroll to self-driving stats. It shows miles driven with FSD versus total, plus percentage since version 14.2. Yours is vehicle-wide, not per driver.
So what stats can you read? You're able to read my current batteries and miles. Is that based on the maps or the car settings?
I can read real-time stuff straight from the car, like your current location in Los Angeles, California. Battery at 40% with 133 miles range left. And time. No personal stats like FSD miles or trips, though. Those stay private on your screen.
Awesome and great to know. Plus to add, I enjoy this new UI line of how the front is displayed here. Camera enabled to zoom in.
Glad you're digging the new phone UI display. It's slicker for sure. Anything else on your mind?
Let's turn off Grok at the moment. So there we have it. Software update build 2025. Let's just get the number here, 45.10, which includes FSD version 14.2.2.5 there. I'm excited to try it out in the morning. We got some drives. It's supposed to rain in Los Angeles tomorrow. Gonna check out American Tire to do tire rotations. I'm at 25 plus thousand miles now. Overdue for a tire rotation. But let's see how it handles. We'll record that as well. See if we notice anything with version 14.2.2.5. But with that, thank you for joining us in the chat. Appreciate the questions. Hope you enjoyed the hyperlapse music going on with this. We'll do a live pseudo moment of music for the next session here. But with that, keep going and stay heartful.